Thank you very much for being with us, Marcel Marceau.
Thank you.
Tell us about Mask Maker, the last part of that wonderful sketch. Tell us what's happening from your point of view when he can't get off the smiling mask.
Well, I think that it's symbolic, you know, because the man is trapped in a laughing mask he cannot take off. He plays with masks like we play with characters, being funny, being sad, being hilarious, you know. And the laughing mask, when it doesn't take off, he's crying under that. But the public is laughing because it looks terrible and funny at the same time. And at the end is revealed the solitude of man, the moment of truth also, where man is himself left in a certain solitude. It's not sad for me, because solitude is not sad, because it's a deep reflection about life.
I thought of this watching this program. It's certainly very entertaining at times and very funny and enjoyable, but it's deeply philosophical. One critic from the LA Times said that your art is actually metaphysical. Do you think it is?
Absolutely. But on the other way, it's not so intellectual.
No.
Because I like to reveal to the essence of the weight of our soul, the inside of ourself. And this is why I think that I like to show the depth of our feelings. In that sense, even simple people understand it. It has to be very clear.
Do you think that the philosophical underpinning that is so evident in what you do is strong partly because it's such an old art? It has such deep roots.
Yes, it has deep roots because maybe it's old as long as men have existed. It had a great tradition in the past, in Greece, and it went to Rome, it became Italy, and went to France with a white-faced Pierrot. It was pantomime from the Greek word, and then it entered in films with Chaplin, Keaton, and because there were mimes, and not because there were no sounds. But I think that the art is revived today through a grammar. Without a grammar, an art cannot exist.
What do you mean grammar in this sense?
Grammar means that all the gesture movements, what the Indians called the mudra, you see, hand for the thing, for fish, for birds, for saber. See, when I do this, you see nothing. And when I do, you see the saber. When I do this, see, when I do this. But it's not just movement. It's behind any movement, the feeling, the musicality. And this is why very often musicians say, do you sing inside? I say, how did you feel it? The stream of silence when I do. Then a musician will tell me, like Yehudi Menuhin, who died unfortunately, told me, but it's a spirit of sound. I try to bring complete silence in the theater because I think it would show that the revealing with the body, the essence of life, like walking in the wind at the beginning, like struggling with push and be pushed, like the struggle between life and death, which show the best in silence, the depths of ourselves. Because we all are silent at a certain moment. Writers before writing, singers before singing, athletes before sport. Concentration is the most important medium. And then, when I go into grace, I call it la sacralisation. I don't know the word in English.
Making sacred.
Yes, when the movement is... A priest asked me, Marcel Marceau, are you religious? I said, I don't practice really, but when I do the creation of the world, God enters in me. That means the feeling of the best a man can be revealed through the best. It comes from cosmic world, maybe from the godly world, you see, from God. But it's important to go deep in the roots of ourselves. And for me, silence is music.
What difference has age made to your art?
Well, age has helped me to go deeper.
What do you hope your legacy will be? Is it the teaching that you're doing, the continuation of the art?
The understanding of the teaching. The grammar is there, but grammar and movement alone are not enough. What is important is that they understand why the gesture is there, the motivation of the attitude. And this is why I have created the grammar, the conventions of character, for sadness, for anger, for every feeling, the way you have to adjust, like music, like words, not one word too much, not one gesture which is overdone. I think also that with time, it has become accepted as an universal language and very important for every art form, for dance, for music, for speaking, you know, and it's part of American culture now. And I think it's beautiful to feel that that I could have brought something in the art field who show really the depth of our outcry and of making people laugh and cry without words, like Chaplin did, Keaton.
Marcel Marceau, thank you very much for being with us.